I can't believe I slept on this game for so long. It's the most fun I've had playing a game in years. I didn't even know what this game was. I got it as a free PlayStation Plus game, but didn't play it for years. I never even played a Lord of the Rings game before. I thought this was going to be another average licensed game, but I was dead wrong. Shadow of War is basically Batman Arkham Knight with a Lord of the Rings skin. You can easily fight multiple enemies at once. You can counter enemy attacks from behind you without even manually turning around. This is done by pressing a button in time when an icon flashes above enemies' heads. The fast and fluid nature of combat, the ease at which you can fight, and the responsiveness of your character makes combat an absolute blast. You can do things like freeze enemies while vaulting over them, suck the life out of orcs to refill your health, and stun enemies with a blast of light. Upgrading the light attack can also set enemies on fire. The game makes you feel so powerful that it almost feels like cheating. In the case you need assistance, you can summon friendly NPCs, or lure beasts with bait found in the environment. Beasts will attack orcs, and you can even mount the beasts to roam the open world, which is packed with side quests. Weapons and armor can be upgraded with gems. One type of gem can increase weapon damage, while another can grant more experience points. There's also a stealth system, a parkour system that's even better than Assassin's Creed, and an interrogation system. You can interrogate orcs to find the weaknesses of orc captains. Captains are more powerful than regular orcs. Each has unique traits like being immune to fire damage, or having the power to self-heal. At the same time, captains may also be weak to things like poison attacks, or headshots with a bow and arrow. If you brutally kill an orc, other orcs may even get scared and run away. The coolest thing about orc captains is that they actually remember you. Say if you run away from a captain, but then encounter him again later in the game, that captain will make fun of you for fleeing earlier. Every captain has different personalities, and when you encounter them, they'll give speeches right before a fight. It was surprisingly delightful to see some orcs being cheeky and funny. While the speeches are entertaining at first, they eventually get old and annoying since you can't skip them. In addition to captains, there are also more powerful overlords that control fortresses. You can conquer them with your own army of brainwashed orcs. With a single press of a button, you can brainwash almost any orc, and it's one of the coolest things to do. It's helpful when you're outnumbered, and you can even brainwash captains to be your bodyguards. However, they can randomly betray you, and it was incredibly demoralizing when it happened. It's not fun having to fight your former bodyguard that you leveled up and equipped with high-end gear. There are a few other issues, but the game's depth and sheer volume of content more than makes up for any shortcomings. In fact, the amount of content and the game's systems and subsystems is overwhelming. Some may find that a good thing, but it's kind of a detriment. The game has so much stuff in it that it's easy to forget things like weapon challenges that can grant you buffs. It was hard for me to put down the controller while playing Shadow of War. The game continually introduces new mechanics and features that made me play just one more time. A licensed game shouldn't have this much content and depth, but shockingly it does. It's a must-have game, even if you're not a Lord of the Rings superfan. I don't know how Shadow of War compares to the first game, but you can get either one for as low as $2. You can watch me play some of the games that I review and don't review on Twitch. The link is in the video description. And if you want more game recommendations, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications. Also, if you know any hidden gems, be sure to let me know.